All right, welcome back to Dale Kramer's Custom Cars, and today we're trying to work on this. Anyway, we're kind of getting something done. All right, so was waiting for my heater core, and that never came, so I canceled the order. This old one looks just as good as the new one, and if this one goes to heck, well, then I'll be tearing this apart again, and that's fine. That is perfectly fine. So I put the charcoal foam on the section here. I guess they call it the heater core cover. So there's the heater core. And I put the caulking strips, that came with the kit. I put that on here, put it around here. Now I got to screw this thing to it. Okay, so let's do that. I don't know what screws went where here, but we're gonna try to figure it out. Let's see, how many do we need? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we need 2, 4, 6, and 7. Okay. I count 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Where we left off, we put this all together on the last video. You'll see that. So now we'll put this on here. They're not telling me what size screws they were, and I can't remember what size screws they were. I'm taking for granted I got the right ones here, but I don't know if that's right either. Let's see once here. Yeah, so far, so good. Okay, that one don't seem to reach. That's because of probably the new seal. Well, why am I batting 0 here? Huh. Let's see. Well, that one's stripped out of there. May have to put some nuts and bolts on a couple of these. Well, suppose we gotta see that plastic is so old and so brittle, and Let's see what we got over here. I got all kinds of stuff. But do I have the right stuff? Oh. Got some long ones, and I got some shorter ones. Maybe some 10 by 24s will work. Gotta make sure it stays together and stays sealed, you know. Can't fudge some of it you can fudge, but no, not all of it. Okay. Oh, can I get that out of there? Then, will this one go all the way through, I wonder? Probably not. I got some really long ones, I suppose. Okay. Got enough of that. What the heck? I just wonder if I'm using the right screws in there. I don't know. The kit doesn't tell me. That's gotta be wrong screws. I wonder if I got some longer ones of these. I'll go look. Oh. Those are gonna work. Those are short. Those are countersunk. Those are too short. Hold on a minute, what's these? Those are like way too long. These are like way too long. Ten by one, 10 by one. Oh, okay. Now I could replace them with all new stainless steel screws that they're a little too long, but it'll work, huh? Let's see once there. Oh, look at that. Like that. They poke through just a little bit, but let's just replace them. These are rusty anyway. Just start stacking them up. I don't know what I do, you know. So, these are stainless steel. Let's get rid of these. Stay organized here. Organization is the first key to success. screwdriver. These are stainless anyway, so it's a lot better than the ones that were in there. I'll throw away those rusty ones. Well, I throw them in my steel recycling bin, that is. I do, and I'm not joking. Well, these are working swell. Let's just pull them all out and put nice new stainless steel screws in there. God, I'm dropping everything. Talk about disgusting. Man. Okay, let's chip up. Put new ones in here. Man. Working beautiful so far. Oh, spoke too fast. As I said it, went back. Come on. Come on. Ah, here we go. Perfect. What's next? Okay, screw the cover to the heater core main heater section, which we just did. Install a large inner door as shown. It's covered by a large rectangular charcoal foam that wraps around the door. Okay. Is it this one? Yes it is. So it's gonna go like this. And then it's got two nuts on here that slide into this thing. But we gotta put some, I think we gotta put a charcoal stuff on there, don't we? Okay. So it says $13. So then we go back to here. Need number 13. So we'll go to the bag over here. And then it'll say wrap around the inner door, wrap around the inner door on both sides. Okay, so we take, so let's see, so that's junk. And then we gotta glue this around the door, don't we? Oh, why is that? It's like it's a little short. Yeah, okay, so now we gotta glue this around this door here. So what I got here is Fear itself. No, I got 3M max strength adhesive, 90. So I'm gonna spray this down, flip it over, and spray the other side, glue this on there. Then we'll be able to put this door in. And I galvanized it, by the way, with some cold galvanizing spray in a can, you know. But this is a divider door. It shuts that off, turns this on, and when it closes, then it opens that door. Okay. That's cool. Nozzles all screwed up here. Then we gotta wrap this around the door. I would assume this way. Doesn't say the direction, but it's gotta be this way, I would assume. Come on now, buddy. Work with me. Okay, it's not 100% perfect. But is it here for a few minutes here? Okay, then what? Also installed a lower door vent plastic section. The thin charcoal strip number 11 is attached to the upper edge of this piece. Okay. Yep. Now there's two fender nuts here. I call them fender nuts, trim nuts, some people say. I'm screwing. They look like this. I'm screwing them on this side of the diaphragm here. Let me go get a nut buster for this. I'll be right back. I might as well grab one of them right away, since I'm holding my nuts in my hand here. Or nut. Gotta get the right size right away. If I can. I should have the right size here somewhere. There it is. Okay. Now, I'm testing the diaphragm. Yep, it does hold air. I put my finger over the thing where you can suck on it, whatever you want to do. Okay. Okay, what's next? Okay. Also, install the lower floor vent plastic section. The thin charcoal foam strip number 11 is attached to the upper edge of this piece. Okay, so I wonder if we can lay this down. Look at all these tools. Look at all the stuff it takes. Let's lay it down like this, sort of. This piece. What the hell does that look like? Number 11. Okay. Small, thin plastic piece. Not sure what they mean. I have everything laying here. Trying to look for a small, thin plastic piece. There we go. Move that out of the way. This is junk. Okay. Are you meaning this? What are you meaning? I'm not seeing that though. Okay. Okay. No wonder why. Okay. So, also install the lower floor vent plastic section. This thin charcoal foam strip number 11 is attached to the upper edge of this piece. Upper edge, number 11. Okay. Number 11. Then we go back to the front. We look again for a number 11. Oh, right here. Number 11. And what was it? Was it foam, it said? The thin charcoal foam strip number 11 is attached to the upper edge of this piece. Okay. I will go look in my magical bag of seals. I'm looking for a number 11. It's supposed to be a long seal. Okay, I can't see nothing with that in there. Too much glare on the bag. Okay. What it states here it is right here. Seals seals edge of lower plastic floor outlet. So it's this real long little thin piece. When you pull it off, you make sure you don't rip it. Take your time so you don't wreck it. That's that piece right there. Okay, so then that goes. Where does that go? Is attached to the upper edge of this piece. Upper edge. So what is the upper edge defined as? Well, let's lay this out here and try to use our common sense if we got any left. I would think this would be the upper edge here, wouldn't it? Okay, it looks like there was a seal on there before. I'm going to call this the upper edge, this whole piece. So now we got to attach it to that. So how do we do that? So that length of that. That's how I'm going to take it as. It's funny that we don't have any going this way. But I don't make the rules, I just follow them. That's all I'm doing, I'm just following them. If it leads me off a cliff, then it leads me off a cliff. It's kind of funny, actually. Personally, I'd run a Beta RTV or something. Wow. Well, that turned out nice. God, look at that, eh? That turned out gorgeous. Suppose I could have taped it, I suppose, huh? So don't do what I did. Nike! Smoothing that out so it looks better. Get rid of this. Try to keep it nice yet, you know. Okay. Actually, it turned out really nice, didn't it? Look at that. Okay. Install a large inner door and show. It's covered by the large rectangular. Okay, we did that. Okay. Also install a lower vent plastic section. The thin charcoal foam strip that is attached to the upper edge of this, please. Okay. It says install, so let's screw it on there. That's how I would take it anyway, right? Wonder if I can use these screws. If that's too much, maybe. Yeah, they're probably way too long. Door will hit them. Okay. Can't do that. Can I install them here? No, too long. Okay. No, can't do that. Looks like we're gonna have to use. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I got some short ones. Maybe I got some shorter ones. Oh, that'd be so nice. I got all kinds of stuff here, but do I have the right stuff? Probably not. Oh, hey, what do we got? What do we got? Keep looking, keep looking. You might have some. Get some button heads. Wonder if I can use Phillips button heads on there. Ooh, these are number 12s though. These might be too big. Ah, here's some number 10s. You just use Phillips number 10s button heads on there. Oh, you got stainless steel screws on there. Let's see once. Number 10 too big. And if they're stainless, they'll come out of there if anybody has to take it apart. Right? Huh? I'm asking you guys. Okay, so our seal is on there now. Well, that's in the way. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. There's number 10 by 3/4 inch pan head stainless steel ones. Oop, that ain't right. And you got some nice new screws on there. Use hex heads because if they rust, I suppose, I would guess. Maybe I'm wrong. Only need 4 in there? Wow, only 4. Okay. We'll take that. Seal is sealing up nice. Before we tighten them up, let's get them both going. No, that's not going to affect the door at all. Okay. Let's check that off. Okay. And the next one, I did all the seal work on it. Install the 2 pieces of charcoal foam to this final housing cover. Also note the door bumper piece of charcoal foam. See, it wraps around the corner of this inner door. Okay, I've done all that. On the last video, it was on there. Okay. Here's the foam that wraps around. Now just take note of. Okay. Install the 2 pieces of charcoal foam. Okay, the door foam is on. That's on. That's on. There's 3 pieces of foam there. Okay, now we'll fold that over. Install 2 pieces of charcoal foam. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Doesn't say put it on, but I would guess put it on. Okay. So, how does this work? Let's see now. This goes like that. Okay. That goes like that. Okay. Okay. So this door has to slide in here. Like that. So the door slides in there like that. Okay. Then you fold this down somehow, I suppose. The heck does this thing mount? Okay. Here, let's do it this way. Try it different ways until we get it figured out. So we know that goes that way. We know that goes in there. Okay. Oh, this thing attaches to the side. Okay. Okay, got it now, I think. We got to make sure this goes over that. This goes over that. This goes this way. That goes that way. This will attach to this. So, I wonder if we could use the button head Phillips screws on this too then. That'd be nice, huh? Oh, how many of these I got left here though? What the hell is this for? Is that a screw too? Yeah, it's a screw too. Okay. Wish these are socket heads, not button heads. So cool. Right here, let's figure out where the holes are at here. No, it's not exactly tighten them up yet. I like using stainless steel hardware on here because for moisture reasons, you know what I mean? I'm liking this. I just don't like the Phillips heads because you know how stainless strips out really easy. But if it's stainless and plastic, you would think that they'd come out easy if you ever got to change the heater core. You'd think, right? Or am I wrong? God, it's just going together too easy right now. Boy, they're working just beautiful. Oh my god, my wrist is shot. I got one left. Oh. Well, I got these down here yet. Don't I? Oh. No. Those are probably real short ones. I think I can use the same ones according to what I'm seeing. Let's see. Two of them. Now on the side here, you can't see it. And I don't have no room to turn nothing. There's two screws that hold this diaphragm in, this actuator. I gotta. That are just a hair longer. I wonder if that's gonna affect that door. Let's see. The door, you can see the mark. Oh, that's not even close. No, I can use these two here, I believe. Let me see if I can show you right here. I guess. Got one or two to put over there yet. Hope these don't interfere with that. Well, we'll try to open and close it manually once and see what happens here. Come on, where's the hole? Well, there's got to be a hole there somewhere, isn't there? Way out here, huh? That's way out there. Okay, that's fine. There we go. There we go. Which way does this thing go? No, not at all. Oh God, I hope it holds there. Okay. Oh, we gotta finish this up, don't we? One that goes there yet. Kind of happy I'm using nice stainless steel hardware. Except I can't find the darn hole. Where's the hole? Come on. Yeah, there, bud. I think you got it straight in, wouldn't you? Ah, there it is. Just had to push down on it. Wow, it's a nice seal. Okay. What's the next step here? Gotta be careful with those lines there. Okay, we'll go back to that page. That's done. Alright, turn the page. Finally, the heater section or cover installed. That's what we just did. Door actuator. Okay. We have to assemble the two pieces together now. Doesn't say it, but I'll just take for granted that's what we gotta do next. Was it going in two pieces? I took it out as one. So I like to do is reverse process. Let's see what we got here. On the last video, we put this whole section together, you know. Okay, so that seals on there, so that would seal that. Okay. Except I don't have no room. Well, let's make some room then. Oh my God, 15,000 things out here at once. Let's see. Rear foam firewall side box, okay. Yep, okay. So the thing actually turned out nice. The only thing is I should have maybe hit this with a little of that spray, but I didn't. So let's set this thing like this. And let's, sure we got a little bit of dust in the bottom of this thing here yet. I'm gonna clean that out just a little bit. Little bit of mouse crap and shit in there. And then they made their nice little beautiful houses in there. Well, I wonder if I can suck that out of there quick. More tools again. Gotta get out. Yeah. Now power. We have a hose. Oh, a little bit in there yet, huh? Yeah, there we go. It's nice and clean. Now we'll lay her on its back here. Now we'll get our other section. Hope this is a good idea. By bolting these two halves together. Okay. Now, you can see I put the seal on there, and I did that on that other video, so. Now, got stuff in our way. There it is. Okay, now there it is. Okay. It's up here. Let's grab the nuts for that. For this thin thread. Wonder if I got some stainless steel ones for that. That'd be cool, huh? Don't know if I do. Can't tell if they're thin thread or not. Hmm. Yeah, they're the right ones. Okay, well, let's get some stainless steel washers. We'll just do it all fancy right away. Let's see. I don't remember how many were on there. There was at least 4, so let's set up at least 4. Four. Now, are these washers too big, though? These are stainless steel. Oh, no, not at all. I just got a little problem. I hope I don't wreck nothing. And now you want to roll off the shelf, and I got my hands full. There. That's what you want to do. That's what you got. One of them. One of them. I need one of these. One of these. You know, you probably put them in 2 separate sections, couldn't the guy? I don't know. Oh, that's right. We got to put our vacuum lines on yet, don't we? Might as well do that right away. Okay. I believe those are the only ones. Nothing goes under there. Nothing there. Okay. Put these away. And then we will give ourselves a extension and a socket right away. I'll have to tighten them up. Pull this back here again. This one here. Oh, okay. I thought it was going to give me trouble, but I guess not. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So let's talk about something here now. They don't make this one part, but I want to show you what I'm going to do. Just as soon as I find it. Now, on the bottom of this thing, see if I can zone you in there a little bit. Okay, yeah, perfect. At the bottom of this, you'll notice that this is your drain now for your air conditioning. They don't make it was a steel tube that bolted to this. Then it runs to the firewall. Your firewall would be here. Right now, this thing's tipped on its side, you know. But it would drain and it goes through your firewall. But they don't make that. So anyway, what I'm doing, I'll show you the one I took off of it. Here's and it's all rusted, it's gone. This was screwed to this bottom here, like this. Okay? It's shot, it's done, you know? So what a person needs to do is you gotta drive 2 screws in there with some silicone on it so they don't leak, so you know they won't leak. And then I bought this GM AC Delco, and they don't make these either anymore, but I found one. GM part number 226-97948. But it's like for, I don't know, 87 Tacoma or something like that, heater core. Oh, I said it was 3/4, so I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to put a clamp on it. And it has a little, like, 3/8 opening hole. So I'll silicone a hose on this, you know, and then I'll clamp this here, so, like that. So there'll be a clamp on here, 2 screws driven in here. I could do that right now. I could drive those screws in there. Maybe we should, huh? And we use those button heads in there too, I wonder. Well, I don't know why they don't remake them. I guess I don't understand it, so. Oh, where the hell did I come up with that grease? Red grease all over me. So, let's see if we can find some. I use ultra gray all the time if I possibly can, by the way. Don't use anything else. Throw other shit away. So let's do a test run with the screws first to see if these will work. Now these will be stainless steel, so. I think those will work. Well, that one does. Uh-oh. So what I'm going to do, man, that's in tough shape. Uh-oh. Didn't like that. Okay. Okay, so these. These are going to be my plugs. If I can get them out now. Oh, something's not right here. Oh, shit. I bet I won't get that screw in there. No silicone left in this one. Okay. Is there anything left in? Maybe some in the bottom. Maybe I can get out. Except I don't know where my scissors is. It's probably underneath all this stuff, I suppose. Man, I tell ya. Any place just to work on stuff. Oh, yeah, it's got to be up there. It's underneath everything. So let's just take a knife and see if we can scissors that open, see if we can get any out of there. Oh, yeah, good. Get a lot out of there. I got it on the wrong finger. Can't bend my hand like that. Okay, better wipe it off, otherwise I'll have it in my ears, or my eyes, and my nose. This is just to make sure that I ain't gonna leak in the interior. Okay. Now let's fill them up on top. And they're stainless steel screws, so they should outlast the car, I would think. There. Okay. So that sort of takes care of that problem. The rest of this is, I think, is hard. So let's throw this away. Clean up our hands. We'll get it all over again. Yeah, nobody makes that reproduction pipe, you know. It was made out of steel, hey. Back then, they mustn't have used stainless steel. It must have been so damn expensive. It must have been incredible. So, do I put this on there now, I wonder? Kind of. Let's put it on there lightly with a clamp. I gotta find a clamp for it, though. Sure, I got one somewhere. Question will be where, but not there. Oh, well, here. Oh God, I didn't want to use one that wide. That is just slightly overkill. Just slightly. Well, let's just put it on there for the heck of it. It's kind of an overkill clamp, but so this will face the firewall, and then this will have to face away. God, I don't want one on there that big. So let's just put it on there so we're this far. Which one of these are the winner? We're not even going to tighten it on there that tight. I just want it on there enough to... And later I'll put some silicone on it too and stuff. So yeah, so this thing skewed to the bottom of it, you know, and it's just rusted out. So when they were using the air conditioning, but again, this rubber piece, you can buy them with the tube on there, but I couldn't find one. So it's AC Delco. Let me hold this up to the camera here. GM part number 22. Hang on a minute. What is that? I can't even read it. 226979948. Looks like for like a Tacoma. Then they got that rubber schnauzer that goes on the firewall. So I just got to run a tube from here to that little short one. You know, how long is that gonna be? Well, it's got to go to here somewhere, to the bench, I guess, from here to the bench about. So, and then I'll silicone that in. I'll use and then, but like I say, you can buy these with the tube on them already, but they don't make them no more either. They quit making them too. Why do these auto car companies quit making their parts? I'm throwing this out right now into the metal bin. So it become a new beer can. Let's see. What's next? Oh, I want to save this. This is going to go in with the paperwork here. I put all these part numbers in the deal and then I itemize them on a sheet. So if a belt goes or a hose goes, or if I got to remake a hose, then I just look at my sheet and I say, oh, it took that to that and to that to make that. Okay. What's next? Next, we'll put the insulation foam on it on the other side, huh? Got to flip it over here now. Oh, I got so much stuff here, though. Let's see. Let's go set this on this table over here. I said to myself, well, I got extra screws left. I get extra screws left because I use new ones. Number 10 by 3/4 inch long on these. And these other ones, I used 10 by 1 inch hex heads. These other ones are pan heads, obviously. Put them away. what's next. Just keep putting stuff over here. These, I think I'll just throw them out. Oh, there. There we go. Dropped it again. Okay. Put them in the metal bin. There's still another package. Here's the directions. We'll save them for future use if we gotta do it again or something. Okay, now let's tip this thing. Let's see. Now, is that gonna hurt that? Maybe that was stupid. Put that on already. That can be put on inside the car. Oh well. Swing around now. Okay, so the next thing we'll need is probably down. Okay, now let's redo this. Here. Now we'll go back to our directions here now. Okay. Done with that. Let's check that off the list so I don't get all confused. Now I got the firewall stuff to put on. Need steel for this. Yeah, so let's see. We need be nice to spray this thing black now. So what do we need here? We need one up here. One down here. Okay, we're gonna need 1 and 2 there. But we have to put the insulation on there first, don't we? Yellow facing out. Okay, so it's just them two. But why would you? Okay. Oh, I suppose for the water reasons as well. Yeah, it shows 2 here and 2 here. You know, we need a round gasket, don't we? Yeah, just right there. I'm grabbing the round gasket right now out of the package here. Okay, so this is supposed to get glued here. So I think we should. We got that gasket sitting on top of them. We got them pushed to the side. So let's take these off and glue this to that. Okay, set these over here for now. Is this only a one placement way or is this several? Yeah, we'll glue that to that right away. That sounds like a plan. So let's lay this on the table and spray that down on one. Hey, we almost got her done. We got vacuum lines yet, and then she's ready to go in, I think. Okay. But don't cheat yourself on this adhesive, spray adhesive. Use the good 3M shit. Trust me. Gotta spend the money on that. You just have to. As you will regret it. No. I didn't spray the box because I didn't want that stuff all over the box. It would have been nice. But we're just gonna squeeze it and hope that my fingers don't stick to it and pull it off like it just did. Okay. Okay. What's this one? Why is that one thicker? Oh, so the thicker ones. Well, that don't make sense. Okay, one thicker one there. I'm gonna think the thicker ones go here, but I only got. Okay, like this goes. Maybe I should have heard this on there too, huh? When I do that, that way it won't fall off. The other one was glued to it. Perfect. Okay. Now let's put our. All right, we got this seal yet, don't we? Did it come with one? No, it did not. Okay, so if it don't come with one, what do? Use your old one? Let's see if that goes towards the firewall. We'll put the good side towards the firewall in case I got to reach up in there and do something with it. Well, it doesn't come with that. That's crazy. I don't see it here. I do not see it anywhere. So let's put this way in case it leaks. It'll leak right here. Did I get it all? I don't know. So if it leaks, it'll be just right here. I would think this looks like it's cushioned up pretty good yet, so it's nice and soft actually. There. Okay. What's next? The vacuum lines, huh? Okay, now I gotta remember how this all went. Diaphragm down there. Okay. Just go out to the firewall somewhere this way. Yeah. Cool. I thought I took pictures. Didn't I not? Let's see. That goes through the firewall. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong direction, aren't I? Yeah, this is probably right actually then. Something like this. Something like that. And these go up the firewall this way, wouldn't they? Okay. Let's see, is that between them or where? Gotta look here. Uh-oh, that closes all the way. Goes between them. So this goes out the door between these like this. Okay. Must be a clamp for these. And they go down to there. Just go there. Got this thing totally wrong direction again. Okay, but I got this all done. Okay, now I can turn it around. Wait a minute. Oh, that's for the cable. Yeah, the cable operates that. It comes from the heater. Yeah. Okay, switch it from the AC to DC to come C. Screw C. This C. Atlantic C. Wow, this thing got heavy. Everything's in my way. Okay, perfect. Okay. I need to take a break for a minute, so I'll be right back. All right. Break time's over, and I went to work and I put the vacuum lines on. These are the ones that go through the firewall to the outside to control like the heater valve, the coolant valve, and stuff. So that's what these are all for. And then one brings the vacuum in, and one brings a little bit of vacuum out to the control valve. So, and they're color coded, so they've been covered up, so I'll have to uncover them and see what color they are. Well, I can see it. Green. One's green, and then the other one's what? I'm not sure what it is. So anyway, so all the vacuum lines are ran. I put a clamp on it. I put a clamp here. Factory one was missing, then I found it, but it's too late. I put that new one on, so I'm just going to leave it alone. I got all the seals on, firewall. everything. So it's ready to be put in. So let's see one sec. I'm gonna take on a quick. It's the holder there. So yeah, see, look, this one's red. So if you guys are trying to figure yours out, this one's red. This one I believe was white. Yeah, there's the white strip. So the bottom of this valve is white. The top is red. So you'd be sitting in a car like this looking at it. You'd be in the passenger seat looking, you know. And then, hang on a minute. I got to turn this thing. Yeah, and then this one up above to kind of go out a little bit and see where I'm at here. Oh, okay. Okay, so that one's white. And the other one, probably red again. Yep, there's red stripe on it. See it? Okay, and down here, these all go to your control valves and stuff on the dash. And there's one that goes down here. Is that one white? Maybe yellow, huh? Yeah, it looks yellow. So that's what that drives that one. And then these others, they go to your control valve, so they'll go to the dash, you know. And then they go on one way. So yeah, so anyway, she's ready to be put in. She is ready. So we got everything all. Is this gonna move? What the heck? Uh-oh. I got troubles here. Huh. I don't know. Oh, I see. It's just because it's hooked up to the vacuum line here. Okay, never mind. At least I hope, anyway. So anyway, so there it is. So anyway, on the next video, we're going to be putting it in. We'll get it in right away. Get it off the bench, get it in the car. There's no reason it can't go in. I want it in. Oh, we got to unlock this, don't we? There we go. All right. Yeah, I think that one hose actually goes to this vacuum canister too. I got it in the way here. So yeah, so we gotta the holes in the insulation here. We gotta put in there, and yeah. So anyway, on the next video we'll put it in. So I suppose until then we'll that's it for now. So please like and subscribe. And this is putting a please subscribe. Okay, if you do, thank you. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.